You're tuned in with Tiff. Surviving Sin City with Tiffani Neilson every Thursday, 5 to 6. You are live in Las Vegas, and this is Surviving Sin City with Tiffani Neilson. Hey, what's up, everybody? You're watching Surviving Sin City with Tiffani Neilson, and I'm here with Ninon de Vere.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We got a little friend with us. Look at this.
Yes, we do have a little friend with us. This is my pet, Kitty McFlipperson.
Kitty what?
McFlipperson.
Kitty, understand McFlipperson? Where did you get that from?
Well, she flips. She's a very flippy cat, and
you're
she's here today
flippy.
because she was jealous that all the dogs were on the show and that she wasn't. And then it's our anniversary.
She's what, 1 year with you?
It's actually 2 years, but
2
we
years.
didn't really celebrate as much last year, so I figured I'd bring her on the show today.
She's absolutely lovely. Now, what do you call, because that's not a tabby, because it's got the red in it, isn't it?
It's actually a tortie. She is a munchkin tortie mix.
A tortie mix, which is like a tortoise. You're
Yeah,
looking
and then
like
she'll always
a
just kinda be
tortoise in
small.
cat form.
Yes, so I got her 2 years ago, and she's totally changed my life, made me more responsible, made me, I don't know,
I have
more
to get home for the
goal-oriented.
cat. You're not getting home for the baby. You're not getting home for the cat.
Well, I know the party's not good if I want to go home to the cat. But no, it was really sad when I was looking at her paperwork and I decided to bring her on because I was looking at how many animals are just slaughtered all the time, and she was actually, and so I saved her life.
I think it's because, we're not taking care of the breeding. We're letting the cats and the dogs breed too much, and, they don't ever have one cat.
I know.
I have a building, actually, and where the building is, it's there's a lot of cats there, and they multiply. I mean, they have a litter, and the litter's like 6 or 7 or 8. They're big litters, and what do you do with them all,
I know. Well,
they just wander off, and then, who knows?
It's a big deal that, you make sure you get your animals spayed and neutered, because without doing that, there's a very good chance that, they're going to be overpopulating, and there's going to be more of a overpopulation of cats or dogs, whatever it is. So make sure you spay and neuter your animals.
Absolutely.
And Ninon, what have you been doing? You went to LA?
Oh, I was in LA. I had a ball in LA. I have a friend of mine in LA, in Beverly Hills, and he owns a couture sort of line, but he has these cigars, Maldonado Dynasty, and they're like these big fat cigars. So I was at the hotel on Beverly Drive, I believe it was. And he says, Ninon, he says, have this cigar, let's light it up. So there's me all sitting there with this cigar, puffing away. Of course, we were outside, and everyone's like looking at me like, what is that woman up to? So he takes these photographs, and now it's plastered all over Facebook. So go to Facebook /Ninon Speaks, and you're going to see me sitting there puffing away with a cigar.
Oh my gosh.
That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. But then also on the Sunday, I met up with my daughter, and she has a jewelry line called Elegance Inc. So then I was involved with that as well, and we signed up. It's a distribution, these signs up, and you have these people under you and all this sort of crazy stuff and everything. And it's owning your own boutique, and it's just amazing. But she has this beautiful line of jewelry, absolutely gorgeous, and it's anywhere from $29 to $500, $5,000. She goes all the way a spectrum. Yeah, she has 2 or 3 lines.
Is it like gold and silver?
Well, similar to what you're wearing. A lot of that is similar to what you're wearing. Absolutely gorgeous, and it really, really is beautiful. But we signed up, I think it was 20 distributors.
Wow.
On Sunday and Monday, and we were. Oh, talk about busy. I came back from Los Angeles.
That's a lot to sign up for anything.
Came back from Los Angeles Saturday night and went back out to Riverside, and then to Moore Park, and then Victorville, and then got home. But it was amazing. And then I was at another one last night for her, and we signed up 9 more last night. So this is amazing. This is just, so I guess everybody, women, we're always into this pretty stuff, aren't we? You are,
yes,
anyway.
Absolutely. I've got a pet that's trying to get away. All right, Kitty, you
All
can,
right,
you
it's
can go
gone.
around
Goodbye.
the studio. All right. Well, she had her moment of spotlight, whatever.
It's a typical cats. The cats are independent, aren't they?
They are, it's like they always want to do their own thing. And it's funny because my lawyer, who's actually going to be in town this weekend, Steve Aronoff, he always says, if you get more than 3 girls together, it's like herding cats. You can't get them to do anything.
No, well, that's true.
And it's
I think
true.
even with one girl, you can't get them to do anything. Never.
I know, right?
We don't need a pack, just one of us.
Yes,
we never do what we're
absolutely.
told. And why should we?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
You know, we're kind of, let me put it this way. Without the women, there's nothing going on.
Right. Very, very true.
Especially the blonde ones.
Well, yeah, you comment.
So what about you? What have you been up to?
I've been trying to edit all these videos. I'm getting a start on it at least. It's a lot of editing.
You just told me that since you've been doing this show that you now have 50 shows.
We're almost at 50 shows now between what we were doing at WCOBM and what we've done here. I did a tally and we did 16 of each at WCOBM for 702 Pets and Surviving Sin City. And then when we came to the new studio, we kind of just focused on the one show so we can get this show really rocking and rolling.
And it is rocking and rolling.
Then we can add on other shows onto our future network.
Are you happy with the show?
I am. I'm very happy. It's getting better all the time, and I know the New Year's episode was great. And then last week we were on location at the Dapper Factory.
That's right. Yeah, I wasn't around. I was in LA.
And we had a couple performers on there. We had a magician, Ronnie Reyes, and he did a great job. A really cool trick with this fork. I mean, I don't know how he bent it, but it was unbelievable.
What was he? Magician?
A mind. He's a magician, and he said that he uses his mind, but I don't know how else he could do it. It's just absurd. And then he had me draw a picture on a card, and then he tried to repeat the drawing and to see if he would know what it is. And I'm telling you what, I drew a dog, and the dog is like, so it's hard to redraw a dog. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they asked me to draw, I'd probably just sort of do a square or something, a couple of dots in the middle of it, and little.
It was so
little nose.
weird how
they can do that.
It was almost like the dog.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I never. After one, how do they do that? Because it's a trick thing. So maybe you have someone in your show
I don't
today
know. I think
that
he
will
went to
help
magic
you.
school for that. I don't have a degree in that.
Well, just walk up and down Vegas Boulevard. You'll become magic.
I know, right?
That's magic for you.
But we also had Shell Bailey, DJ Bombshells. Do you remember when she performed at the Las Vegas Fashion Design Council?
Yes, I do.
The song "The D."
Yes.
Yeah,
she was there.
She performed that on the show last week.
So how did you like doing a location show?
I love it. It was great. And we're actually going to be doing it again on February the 12th because they're going to be doing their grand opening for the Dapper Factory on the 13th. So they said that anytime we wanted to shoot there, we could. So I figured
how wonderful.
Valentine's Day. We've got Paul Chosy on the show today, and he's going to be letting you know more information about a makeover that we're going to be giving away.
Well, can I have a makeover?
Oh, Ninon, you're beautiful. Get out of here.
Let me have a makeup. I'm going to come back as a redhead. A real redhead. Yeah, I love that. Always wanted to be a redhead. I guess I could be a redhead. I've just got to get some dye and.
I could see you as a redhead.
Oh yeah, I love the redheads.
Yeah.
I think they.
I could see you with dark hair too.
I'd like to be a real redhead though. My brother was a redhead, and it's kind of he's comes from the Scottish side of our family.
Yes.
The Scottish people, they have all this lovely red hair and everything.
Well, our next guest that we're going to be talking to is Mr. Willie Clemente, and he is a VIP host. He does limousine services. He actually picked my parents up from the airport when they came to visit.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
so-
we're going to be talking about how it's halfway to EDC. Do you know, have you been to EDC?
No,
or
what's
do you know
EDC?
What
No,
is?
what is EDC?
Okay, so EDC is the Electronic Daisy Carnival, and it takes place at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in June every year, and it's all of these, top-level artists, DJs, performers, and we actually have some video we're going to play
And
here
they
in a
all
little
get
bit.
together at one time, and is then.
Yeah, it's big. It's like over 120,000 people a day.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I got to go and
Yes.
have a look at that. Got to check it all out. I've been here
The
nearly
carnival
over.
rides and the
I've
whole
been here
thing.
over 2 years. I still haven't seen everything and sort of done everything. There's so much to do here.
I know,
Vegas.
right?
I love Vegas. I love Vegas.
Well, I think you should stay put. You can be a co-host for the next segment. So
Oh,
stay
okay.
tuned, and we'll be right back with Willie here in just a second on more with Surviving Sin City. All right, and we're back with Surviving Sin City, and we've got my next guest, Willie Clemente.
Yes.
How are you doing,
Good,
Willie?
very good to see you, Tiffany.
Good to see you too. And of course, we have Ninon still
Hi,
on.
Willie. How are you?
Pleasure,
Good to
pleasure.
see
Good
you.
to see you as
I
well.
love your outfit.
Thank
You
you, thank
kind
you.
of matches the whole set.
He does,
I
you
figured
know?
Tiffany Pink was the way to go,
Yeah,
You really know how to get to my heart, you know?
He sure does. Look at the diamonds
It's
hair.
so blinged out. I love
I know.
it.
Look at these blings hair. Look, it's
Yes,
got bling
I
everywhere.
love it. Matching tie.
He's got
Flossing, Willie.
Yeah, trying to
Flossing.
represent, you know.
Nice. And so you've got something around your neck too.
I do. This is actually, I
Little-
wanted to give to you. This is from our first EDC that we went to 2 years ago. So
Oh,
I wanted
really?
to re-gift this to you. It says Electric Daisy Carnival on it.
Oh,
And,
how
next year, hopefully.
sweet.
Yay!
Oh, how sweet.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Willie.
You're welcome.
See, nice.
Isn't that
lot of
lovely?
memories, lot of memories in
Electronic
that
Daisy
right there.
Carnival.
Yeah.
How come you got the right colour?
Everything goes with
And
pink, I
it's
guess.
all kind of pink. Everything's all pinked up. Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, I've got some video, and I was trying to put together a montage of this past EDC where we went on your party bus.
Yeah.
And the video wouldn't render in
Oh, it's too
time,
bad.
but we'll have to play it over again later. So guys, stay tuned and check that out too. So are you doing the party buses
Yeah,
again?
so we're going to be doing EDC transportation. We're actually locking in hotels as well at the Tropicana.
Nice.
I Love Vegas has over 150 rooms at Tropicana, so we're going to do transportation all 3 days and 3 nights stay. So we have a very low price point. We're going to be announcing everything over the next few days, but you can always go to www.ilovevegasinc.com and see all the information there.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a
So it's 3
Facebook
nights.
page too?
Yeah, Facebook page is also ilovevegasinc.com.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love that.
That's a good.
Ninon's never heard of EDC.
No, I've never heard of EDC, so I'm kind of.
You've heard the music, I'm sure.
I'm
It's
sure I
everywhere.
have. Yeah, I've heard the music.
Well, I think
but
she's
I've
been
never-
getting a taste of it at my parties.
I think so too. I'm getting in the groove, as they say.
Yes, you are
I'm
getting in the groove. For
Well, you have to
sure.
come this year.
I will. I'll
This year,
definitely
yes.
come. I will come with
Yes,
Tiffany.
I can get you there and back.
You can-
That's for sure, yes.
Will that be the
Yes.
limousine?
No, the helicopter. for
Oh,
you
the
guys.
helicopter.
All right.
Oh, that's even
Absolutely.
better.
I've actually done the helicopters before. It is
Quite an
so
experience.
much
Yeah,
fun.
quite
It
an
is
experience.
unbelievable.
I love helicopters. So I'm in.
All right,
I'm
sounds
in.
good. I like it.
Nice.
We'll get you booked right away.
Absolutely.
I think the coolest thing I did at EDC was the first time I went. It was like when they first started EDC here, like 3 or 4 years ago.
First year in Vegas. Yeah.
And so it was the creator crew, and it was Danny Chasen and Ben Farrell, and they were like, I was talking about the center runway right in front of the main stage, where I was like, we should do a fashion show there, you know?
Oh, yes.
And they're like, well, I think that's a great idea, Tiffany. Let's try it.
I actually
And so
remember
then
your
I
video,
walked
yeah.
right down this whole just aisle where
The
it's
red
just security.
carpet.
I
You
go,
went down the red carpet.
Yeah, I did. It was so cool.
Were you
Did the
nervous?
dance on stage. Oh my gosh, I was just like a rush. It was like, is this really happening right now? Oh my God, look how many thousands and thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people are back there. It was crazy.
Why don't you explain this a little bit? Because for the people that don't know what this all is about and what
Well,
exactly, you
The
know.
best way to explain it for people that don't know what it is, it's our generation's Woodstock. I think that's a pretty
Yeah,
good
that,
definition.
yeah, okay,
Pretty good
yeah.
definition
Some
of
people
it,
understand that they
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
have
Yeah,
any
I mean,
idea what we're
just-
talking about.
Right.
It's a festival. It's an electric music festival.
Electric music,
So,
okay.
And in Vegas, it's been in LA since 2007, I believe. The first year,
Yeah.
was in Vegas was 2009.
Yeah.
And
did very
ever
well
since
there.
it came here, it's just
Yeah.
been blowing up more and
And
more.
they also have them in other places too. They have got it in Houston, and they do it in Chicago now. I know
Mexico,
they've got one in Florida.
London. Yeah, it's all
So
over the
what is
world.
this, the second year or the third year in Vegas?
This is definitely I think this fourth.
Fourth
Oh,
year
the
in
fourth
Vegas,
year
yeah.
in Vegas,
Fourth
so
year in
people
Vegas.
should be quite familiar with it.
Oh
no?
yeah, by now, yeah. The whole city is. I mean, it's a big economic boost for the city as well.
Wow.
That's why Vegas has embraced it so much.
Yeah.
If you bring 100,000 people into the town for the weekend, they're going to gamble, they're going to eat, and spend
Yeah,
some money in this
well, I
town,
hope they're
so.
going to eat and I hope they're going to gamble and I hope they're going to do all the above.
You know, surprisingly enough, I know a lot of people, at least in Ohio, and when I was first getting into the music, they kind of looked at, electronic music and they thought, oh, well, it's kind of the people like without like a high-paying career or something. But man, have things changed, because now the DJs are getting paid 6 figures, and
Yes.
the people that are going out, you would definitely be surprised that at a festival like that, they've got VIP. You walk in, it's like marquee in there. I mean, they've got to set up a bottle service there.
So you're
And
upgrading it all the time, so it's getting
Yeah.
a very, very upgraded
It's like a
festival.
Part of it is very nightclub VIP, and like you would just think that it's like an upscale version, an outdoor version of like going out for the night in Vegas.
Isn't that amazing?
But then if you go through the general admission line, whoa, 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 it's a totally different story. I know
Yeah.
we tried that out last year, and it was very shocking to some of the people that have gone before and always gone in VIP. They had never seen anything like what happens when you go with a group in general, and it's like it's a zoo out there.
And
I mean,
sometimes it's nice
a
though
lot
to
of
sort of
people.
come in and see what everybody else is doing.
Different perspectives. Different perspectives.
and which is
not that one's good or one's bad or one's better than the other. It's some people have different tastes for different things.
Absolutely. So what else do you do? Because I was talking to you before you came on set, and you said you do many things, and you do juggling or something.
Being in Vegas for 10 years, I work on a lot of different projects. My new project is called Crash the Sky.
Now what's that?
It's a skateboarding movie we're producing. Me and Danny Mays and Stav Adams. It's going to be filmed in LA and Detroit. We're going to be filming 2015 this summer. And it's really going to revolutionize the way we look at skateboarding and bringing it to the big screen.
I don't think I've ever seen a skateboarding movie,
Yeah, I'm really
Is that-
excited about this project.
Yeah,
I'm really going to dive into this for 2015. So it's kind of a new stepping stone for me, which is always fun for a new career paths. You would know when you switch up career paths and you get something new and exciting to do, you just dive into it and have a lot of fun
absolutely.
with it. So,
Yeah.
Red Bull is actually doing a lot to do with the like BMX and everything for skateboarding, and they've just did this huge like new bike trail for some race that they did, and they've never done it before. And to watch them do something to that level of extreme sports, and it's like at a racetrack, kind of like an EDC's location, but not, because they just go and put all this dirt in and all these ramps, and I mean it's a
amazing.
serious production to put together for your first one. Like EDC started with like a couple rides and then turned into this. Like
into a carnival,
they're just like, here, let's
Well, they
start
make
at the big
it
leagues.
more daring, like anything. They make anything faster or more daring. And it's to capture, to see how extended we really all are.
Everyone wants to push themselves.
Yeah,
to the limit,
I was going to say, and see how far we can
Absolutely.
push ourselves and sort of be better than the next one. You think, well, he was amazing. Then somebody else comes along. But that's what creates, people to come and watch and come and see, the extreme, which is always good.
I think it's always good to like try to, have people inspire you, but at the same time you got to be your personal best.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
not try to like always outdo someone else because someone else may have other things that you don't have, and to balance. So I always find that like I try to give people a pep talk so they don't get discouraged when they do stuff,
Yeah, but
Try
it's
new
good,
things.
to push yourself and to do it.
Yeah,
And see,
absolutely.
Because I always think we underestimate ourselves. I always feel that we can do more, but we always get that little thing. Well, maybe not, but we really can, and it's just letting go. Let go.
Yeah.
Do
Absolutely,
it. Yep.
That's right. So what else is going on, Willie? Have any fun stories from New Year's or anything?
Well, New Year's was always exciting. AVN next week, so that's a big weekend.
I know.
Our buddy Steve.
I know, Steve's
which
coming
you
into town
introduced
this
me
weekend,
to,
yes.
Yeah, so it's always going to be good to see him, and just pushing forward to 2015 Super Bowl, also a big week, and then March Madness. So just tired of December, November kind of being slow, and just ready to get back in the swing of things. Pool season's right around the corner.
I know.
I love my pools. I love my pool parties. So
I've actually got a whole thing we're doing, pool party pump ups. We're going to have some videos come out, some workout videos.
Are we
so.
talking about summer already?
I know. It comes so early in Vegas.
We just got into January, and now we're talking about summer, and it's like, wow, But it's cool. What about February 14th, Valentine's Day? What are we doing for that? It's coming up.
I don't know. I need a date.
You need
All right, well,
Don't look at me.
hey, Willie needs a date, guys. Willie needs a date. Look out.
I can get you in the club real easily. So.
All right, well, before we cut to my next guest, Breeana Dominguez, is there anything else you want to throw out?
No, just
coming up?
thank you so much for having me. It's always good to see you.
Your contact info one more time?
Yeah, it's www.ilovevegasinc.com.
All right, there you have it. And we'll be back in just a second with more on Surviving Sin City. All right, and we're back with Surviving Sin City, and apparently my tech director, Justin, didn't get to that EDC footage yet, but he's still working on it, so stay tuned for that. And we've got Breeana Dominguez. Hi, Bree, how are you?
Pretty good, how about you?
I'm excellent, and Ninon, of course.
Bree, how are you? Look at this guy. I mean, I'm just fascinated. He's got little diamonds hair. He's got these earrings. He's got more stuff on than I have. And look at the necklace. I love this. This is amazing. It's
beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it is, because this is all this black sort of, what do they call this? There's a name for it, and I forget, but isn't that gorgeous?
Cubic zirconium.
Zirconian. That's it, zirconian. You're right. Yes, isn't that gorgeous?
And then
look at
always
the,
works
wait a
it.
second. Look at the watch. Ding-a-ling there. Oh.
Bree's a gangster, what can I say? Always attracting the ladies. You just gotta, fight them off, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do anymore.
I know, you're losing your mind over here?
I run a lot. It gets scary out there.
Surviving being Bree. Wow.
Surviving Bree. Bree is surviving. Yeah.
I don't know. When Bree got to my house for my birthday party, you were already gone.
I must have been gone because
later.
I was interviewing on the red carpet and I never interviewed you. You came in late.
I
Well,
came in
better
late.
late than never, I guess. You know, what can you do?
As soon as they got there, the limo
party
came,
started.
the limo came not shortly thereafter, and then turned up for what? It was crazy. It was like everyone just dancing on the limo and literally on top of the limo. Like, I don't know if it was your idea or not, but somehow we ended up on top of the limo.
One of the girls I
in front of
brought.
my house.
I remember that.
It was a lot of fun though.
What do you mean, wait a second. He said one of the girls he brought. How many girls did you bring?
Usually a lot. It's pretty.
Yeah, I'm actually out doing a lot of promoting and all that stuff.
Yeah, what do you do anyway? You know,
A little bit of everything. Try to keep
She's
myself
just Bree.
occupied.
just Bree on the streets of Vegas.
There's really no name for what I do. I just go out and what would they call it? Concierge. Do a little bit of everything. Provide a little bit of information for every which club, show,
I would say
restaurant,
like a
jet pickup, all
independent
types of
host
stuff,
kind
Director
of.
of entertainment.
I don't know, just helping tourists have more fun,
Yeah.
and locals too.
Yeah.
Helping everyone have more fun.
So you work for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just starting to
absolutely.
work. Yeah, I can't like work with anyone else. It's just so I don't know. I don't like to be.
I think the best way
obligated
to
to
say
go
it's like,
anywhere.
No.
I always
anytime,
say
I've
it-
always been.
Well, isn't
independent
this the
of my
new
own-
trend, Tiffani, that everybody, they're all entrepreneurs, number one.
Right.
In this day and age, it seems like everybody, the younger generation really want to do their own thing, but they don't want to work for anybody, they want to work for themselves. And I think that's brilliant. I think that's absolutely brilliant, that you can work for yourself, make your own money, you can make your own hours. And Vegas is definitely making your own hours.
Yeah, I always say in Vegas you have to have a hustle. So
Yes.
I feel like Bree is like the definition of that. I don't know.
Thank you. I like to call it like that. I actually just started working with a new company called Love Entertainment. We have an application and everything set up for it as well, but I want to base it off of that now. I don't want to just be independent anymore. I kind of want to work with everybody in every which way possible. I just found the right people finally. To
So
start
you want to
running
actually
from that.
promote people. You
Yeah.
want to promote the
Yep.
business,
I
people's
wanna
business
learn
in
a little bit.
Vegas.
Yep.
How can they get hold of you?
Well, you can either go onto my Facebook, Breeana Dominguez, or if you just go onto your app for iPhone or Android, it's called Love Entertainment. We don't have it going right now. Next week we should. Yeah, I think by next week. Yeah, but everything's good to go on there.
Nice.
I
And so what
remember
does the
that.
app do? What can you do on this Love Entertainment app? Can you find love? Can
Anything
you
you
find
want.
love?
Hey, but let's find out. What can you do?
Pickouts for everything. Like I said, concierge, but we're gonna base it off Love Entertainment. It's like you can get.
Do you
jet
come with the
pickouts.
packages?
Absolutely not.
We were thought he was going to say absolutely yes and absolutely not. Okay.
You almost had a lot of
Oh.
people sold, and then
Exclusive, huh?
No, it'll have various things, limo pickups, jet rides, like I'm telling you a little bit of everything, so I can't even really go to explaining. You're gonna have to just go on. You can go on to it right now, but it won't be up and going where you can pick things out because we still have
But
to
Facebook's on. Facebook's up and
Absolutely.
running, so they can go to Facebook and they can actually put in messages or whatever they want and,
whatever you guys
and ask
want.
them, you
And
know.
if you can't find me, then you can go to MMA.
Oh, believe me, they're going to find him. I guarantee you'll be found. I guarantee this guy will be found. Just say Bree.
oh, I'm sure that they already know of Bree. Yes, the legend.
The lodge. Where are you originally from, Bree?
Born and raised here in Vegas.
Born. Isn't that wonderful? You know, we've actually got somebody from
For
Vegas.
21 years.
Vegas is like.
I know I look like I'm 12, so I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
Jump in my
So what's it been like living here? 25 years, you've been in Vegas, you've seen a lot of changes, a lot of stuff going on.
Wow.
Have you been to EDC?
I flew in the first year with Paul.
Oh.
Yeah. That was one of the coolest things I've probably ever done in my entire life, is to fly over and see so many freaking people. Like, that's crazy. I went the 1 year though, that's it. I haven't gone. I just not something I do. I do the rides to EDC. We'll do pickups, drop-offs, but other than that, just can't deal with it too much.
Sorry, Ninon. What
Too
about
much.
Your question, I'm sorry.
I didn't, I forgot my question now.
Oh.
That's okay. I forgot it. It got lost in
That's
the
okay.
raffle. No, I was asking you how the changes you had seen in Vegas, because I see changes in Vegas, and especially for the last like 10 years, I've seen a big change in Vegas. It's sort of getting younger. I find there's a younger generation coming into Vegas. Am I right?
Absolutely. Like, I even can grow from people that are younger than me. They're doing bigger things sometimes. You got your kids out there that just have a heart for going and getting whatever type of dream that it is that they want. And like even living out here, which is kind of was hard to grow up on. I was once, I would never think I would be where I'm at today, to be honest with you. And honestly, I take everything into consideration.
Isn't that nice, though?
I really do.
Well, this is like Tiffani. I'm looking at Tiffani doing her show and getting it all together. And look,
that's
she's
what I'm saying. Like, I can't believe she even hit me up. I appreciate that, too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
The camera loves you, the ladies love you, you know, you can't deny it.
But she's like bringing Vegas together, you know. That's what Tiffani does. She brings it all together, you know.
I like to kind of, you know, go dabble onto this side of things and all the way on the other side of things. So to keep it, you know,
so many good
diverse.
connections. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what else do you have coming up besides your new gig?
I've been working with Al, and if you know who Al Maranto is,
Who's he?
I don't know. Google him. What did I say? Google him.
Google him. Well, if you're not careful, we'll Google you. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna Google. I want to find out who this guy really is. I'm gonna dive under. I'm gonna see what's going on. The underworld of Vegas.
I don't think I even Googled me though. I probably. How's that work?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Just type in your name, but you'll figure out how many search results you have. It's pretty interesting.
Isn't that amazing how you can find so many people when you go to Facebook or Google or any of this?
Google
you
anything.
just Google
anything. And they'll tell you how to do whatever it is that you want.
I mean,
and it changes the results if you put quotations around it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google concierge, and I bet you come up.
Guaranteed you, because I'm gonna be working with her to make me on top.
Yeah.
Well, all right, there you have it, folks. I'm just kidding. Well, we're going to be giving away a makeover on the next segment. We're going to be talking about it. So if you have anyone that's interested, I know you always have flocks and flocks of ladies around you. So let me know if you have one that wants a makeover.
Absolutely. That'd be
all
fun.
right. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a second with more on Surviving Sin City. All right, and we're back with Surviving Sin City, and we've got my next guest, Mr. Paul Chosy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, Paul. How are you?
I'm good, glad to be here.
Yeah, how are you, Paul? Long
Good,
time no see.
I
Good to see
you
you.
everywhere.
Yeah, I'm kind
Are
of
you
all over.
following me, or am I following
No, we're
you?
following each other.
Okay, good.
I'm plotting it.
she's putting it all together. Tiffani the plotter.
So, Paul, what do we have here today?
Looks like like an
well,
extension.
It is an extension. I don't know. Have you heard of Halo extensions?
No, I've not.
No,
Okay, so
no, there's something new, huh?
it's I don't know if it's so much new, but if you work with me at all, you know one of the things that I talk about the most is hair health. And scalp
I'm
health.
interested. Yeah, I'm interested in that.
I see a lot of ladies running around Vegas and they wearing extensions in their hair and.
It's ratchet.
Well, I don't know. You know, yeah, I guess I'll say that. But what I'm more concerned about is the long-term damage that it does. And I've seen ladies come in and you can actually see where the track was in their hair, and there's scar tissue now, and it won't ever grow hair again. Because what happens is your scalp's not designed to hold weight. So when you're clipping things to your hair, it's actually tearing and healing and tearing and healing microscopically. And eventually that turns into scar tissue and the hair doesn't grow there anymore. So I'm not a proponent of, and there's a lot of ladies out there making a lot of money doing extensions, so I'm sorry, but I'm not a proponent of hanging things from your scalp or causing that type of damage. So I've actually kind of pushed my clients away from getting extensions until now.
Until now. So you have a... Okay.
This is a Halo extension, and the reason I think that these are okay, I've always said to my clients, if you can get something that you can put in and take out, that's awesome, because anything that's in there long term, I think, causes a problem. But I still don't like even the temporary things that you hang from your hair, because, again, you're hanging it from your scalp.
Yeah, I had extensions at one time, and I have to admit that a lot of my hair was very short. I had long pieces and then I had short pieces, and it took a little time for all that to grow out, and I was a little wiser. I haven't had them since. I don't like sleeping in these bumps.
It's not good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, now I know I'm not going to do it.
Would you put hair clips in and sleep in those? Probably not, and that's basically what is on the end of an extension, is a hair clip.
Oh, look at this.
So this is a little different. I'm going to pull this out of here. Well, I wasn't ready for this, was I?
You weren't, no,
There we
but
go.
it managed. It
There
worked.
we
It
go.
worked.
So
Oh,
here's
look,
how
a
this
skirt.
works.
So you're gonna try it on Ninon since my
You
hair is
got
up.
you got a
I'm
hairy
not going to try
skirt.
this on anybody. Maybe we'll come back from a commercial break or something and somebody will have this on.
What about you?
I guess I don't really have the hair to hide it. But what you can see here, instead of the clip, you have this band, this ring.
Yeah.
And what you do before you wear this is you'll size this to your head. So we'll put this on.
That's like fishing tackle.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
So you put it on around where you'd want.
Oh, come on,
Size it
Paul.
to your
Come
head.
on, Paul.
Go on, Paul. Come on. We're going to
Put it
dare
on
you.
this way like
Chosy,
that.
Chosy.
I think it's got a blonde.
You put it on,
long
size
blonde
it to your
beard.
head, and clamp it. There's a little
So a
clamp
little
there.
clamp there.
And then once it's sized to you, all you do is put it on, take a rat tail comb, and just pull your hair out around the ring, and it's on your head, and your extension is perfect. Every time.
How
Takes
brilliant.
about
But
30
I
seconds
love
to put in.
I love this hair is really,
And
it's
it
nice
doesn't
hair.
hang from your, yeah, this is a really nice hair. This is real human hair.
Oh, it is. That's why it's so nice.
Yeah, this is about a $200 piece. And I'll tell you, for what you save in damage on your head, you know, this is
I'm
the way to
interested
go.
though, how did you find out about all this research of what the damage it does to your head and the scars and everything? Because that's, I'm not saying, I don't think a lot of women were going to want to hear this, but the truth is truth.
The truth is the truth. It's just, there's a lot of it's been experience, and then you can even go to pretty much any cosmetology school will tell you that.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Well, all the extension young ladies out there are not going to want to hear that because, you know, you
So do you just wear one of those, or do you wear multiple?
I think you could probably get away with one of these.
could
just
probably
one?
wear two if you wanted.
If you
I
wanted
would
to wear two,
probably.
you could stack them, but it's a lot of hair. I mean, when you get that in there,
Stacking up your hair.
when you get that in there, it's a lot of hair. So yeah.
Well,
just
you know I
something
like
to-
big hair, Paul.
I thought of
Yeah, I
you.
like big hair. I don't
I
like
thought of
little
you when
hair.
I saw this, so you know, it's a way
Sweet.
for you to keep your hair safe and your scalp safe, and still have all that wonderful hair that you want for events or whatever, things like that. So
Maybe I'll have to
I
try,
always
try
wondered,
it on our
you know, my
commercial break.
predicament is always if I wear something like that and say I find this guy and something starts going on, he starts to rub his hands through my hair. And
Never let him
and he
touch
gets,
your hair,
And he
Nina.
gets stuck. And his hands get stuck.
My luck, I would break the string. I'd be like running my ring through my hair, and then bam, then my hair
Yeah, I
just falls
probably end
out.
up
I
with a
could
blooming
so
thing
see
in
that
front of my
one.
face
Yeah,
or
no,
something.
d-
So it's always worried me. I always thought, you know, if they start sort of, you know, putting their hands through your hair, what are you going to say?
As a
It's not really my
hairstylist-
hair.
as a hairstylist, I say never let them touch your hair. That's it.
Oh, well, that,
Right?
I'm going to try and remember that.
Try to remember that. In that heated moment, try to remember that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I feel like those ones with the little beads. I feel like those ones are really like damaging
That's
to
a
the hair.
lot of weight to hang. If you start weighing these in ounces, you know, some people are hanging up to 2-3 pounds of hair on their head. So
That's a lot.
let's take that hair away. Would you put a 3-pound clip on your hair and hang that there all day? You probably wouldn't.
I
You
don't
certainly
know.
wouldn't
No, I
sleep
don't
in
think
it
so.
or pass out in it. You know,
So-
one of the famous things.
So
that
to
happens
wear a
during Vegas.
hairpiece, like to pull your hair back and to wear a hairpiece, that's okay. Like, you know,
Yeah,
put it in
absolutely.
with like, because they're always like with combs, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
put
lose
it
their
in.
comb
Just make sure you take it out. You know,
yeah,
that's the
when
thing.
you go to bed at night, just take it out so to let
Yeah,
your hair breathe.
Let your hair and scalp kind of.
What a
relax
hint can
again.
you give to, you know, blondes? We all have this very fine, soft hair. And
Don't
we
perm
can-
your hair.
Oh, don't perm your hair.
I learned
But,
that the hard way.
You know, is it to massage your scalp or to keep it go? How do you know, keep it sort of healthy, your scalp and everything? Any hints?
Yeah, your scalp needs to be stimulated. So there's things like tea tree oils, things like that. Anything. I'll tell you what. Aside from like maybe Head and Shoulders, some of your salon products that cause your scalp to tingle, that tingle's good. That means
Oh.
that it's causing blood to come to that area. So,
I have a shampoo at the moment. It seems like it's got eucalyptus in it.
Yeah.
There's eucalyptus because eucalyptus is very good for the chest when you have a cough. And it sort of gets through the skin and it gets through and it starts sort of, you know, tingling and it feels... So that would be good. The smell of it is awful though. But that's good for your hair, right? Or the scalp.
it could be, yeah, sure,
yeah.
absolutely.
Well, we're actually going to be giving away a makeover. And so we've got Lisa Brandt here as the next guest, and we're going to be talking more about that. But Paul, you're going to do the hair?
Yeah, I've agreed to do some hair. I want to see what Lisa's going to do, and maybe we can, you know, after she does her thing, we can put the cherry on top, you know?
All
That
right.
sounds cool to me. Wow.
So he's going to put the cherry on top of the hair, and we're going to talk about what's going on with the face next. So,
It's always the face.
How can they reach you, by the way? We don't know how to reach you.
You can reach me. You can go to my website, which is Las Vegas Hair Lab, www.lvhairlab.com. You can reach out to me through email, pchosy@gmail, or you can call me directly through Euphoria Salons.
and your salon is located in Green Valley, right?
My salon is Green Valley in 215. It's in the Pebble Market Plaza, right next to Smith's.
Yeah,
Well, I
got
know
my
I've sent
corner
you
now.
some business lately.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people. I haven't seen you, but
I
you're
know,
next.
I know, I am
We
next.
don't visit hairdressing shops. We kind of
All
get
right.
lazy.
So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a second with more Surviving Sin City. All right, and we're back. Surviving Sin City. And so, how are you good? How are you ladies doing? We got Lisa here.
Hello.
Lisa Brandt from G Skin and Beauty. How you doing, Lisa?
Great, Tiffany. How are you?
Doing good. So,
You look good. You look okay. You got your act together.
yes.
I just need Paul's hair extensions, and then I'll be super glammed up
Yeah,
for
what did you
Vegas.
think of all that? That was quite amazing.
What did you learn, Lisa? I know you've
I
had
think
a
he's
hard time
giving
with some of
great
your.
deal. A great deal because I seen him at the mall for over 500, and he's got every color. I think that's the best way to do it. But just don't do hair flips. No Bon Jovi hair flips, because it will.
No Bon Jovi hair flips.
No Bon Jovi
Do
hair
you know what
flips.
she means by that?
I presume she's on a bungee jump or something.
No,
And
it's like when you're like, you know, either standing or like I've been known to do it. I threw out my neck doing it once at a pool party, actually at the Palms when I first moved to Vegas. But it's where you know do the
you
whole
flow your
side to
hair
side.
around.
But like
Oh, then you
if
flow
you
it
did
forward.
that with the one that he brought in, you would
could that-
fling it right off, you know.
Have it hanging around your neck.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would not be very attractive.
No, I was doing that this one day at the Palms just like for like hours, and then the next day I was just like, oh my god, my neck. So I knew exactly what you meant when you said that. So Lisa, we're gonna have a little bit of a makeover on the show, right? Coming up. So if you guys want made over, then you have to go on to our Facebook page, Surviving Sin City, and send us a message, send us a photo, and hey, if it's convincing enough, we'll make you over. So we're looking at doing that on February. So first or second week of February, get ready for a makeover.
Now, makeover, would that be the face and the hair and the
And
clothes?
Tiffanized with the clothes.
And
Yes.
Tiffanized.
Yes.
And the clothes.
Yeah, so a whole style kind of upgrade.
Oh, I'm going to go to your Facebook.
Ninon, I swear, you always are dressed so well. There's a...
I dress a little different, though.
I'll Tiffanize you, though. I could do it.
No, you always look great. You always look wonderful.
Lisa's been Tiffanized before, a couple times at least.
Yeah, I put the hair extensions in, the lashes,
Yeah.
had the tan, and the makeup.
Yeah, I think I helped out with the makeup
and
that
a
day.
little really
Little
cute
skirt,
little
little
dress. Yes.
I think I might
How
have
did you
dressed
feel?
you.
Did you feel good?
I felt like I was ready for the rhino.
Well, you know. No. Ninon, have you ever been to the Rhino?
I have, I feel like a lost soul out here. I haven't been to the Rhino. I don't know about this big festival coming here. I'm
We're-
like on the back road here somewhere.
Well, it's definitely, a lot to see in Vegas, so don't feel like you've probably seen a lot of stuff I haven't seen. Like this John F. Kennedy Museum, right?
Yes, I was.
I haven't been there yet.
Absolutely incredible history. Obviously, the history, and when everything became silent. There was a minute's silence when we all heard about the Kennedy assassination. And there was a minute's silence all over the world. And
It's kind of like 9/11.
Yeah, and it's like, you look at that and you actually, feel it back again. You think, where was I at that particular time? I remember I was in a cinema, I was watching a movie. They shut the movie down, everything. We all had to stand up. And we weren't really, I was very, very, very young then, and I didn't quite know what was going on, but at the same time, So that's a good thing to see, but there's so much to see in Vegas, isn't there? Are you a vegan? Are you a Vegas person?
I've been a Vegas person for about 6 years. I'm originally from Michigan.
Oh, Michigan, okay.
Yeah, we met, and then I would call her, and I would say, I'm having an event, da, 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 and she'd be like, okay, and catch a plane out, and she'd be there like the next day. I was like, wow, I thought I was inviting you because I thought you were in Vegas, but okay.
So
She'd be
you've
flying
known each
across
other
it.
a long time.
Yeah, we've known each other for at least 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Wow.
And so we've gone out to the Playboy Mansion. We've had to pick up her car from. Okay, now if you are going to go back to the Midwest and you don't know what to do with your car, where are you going to leave your car? Well, Lisa decided she was going to leave hers at a casino in the middle of California. Now they don't handle it like they do when you leave your car at a casino. Here they don't really mind. In California, they mind. So
Only because someone told on me.
So-
I almost got away with leaving my car there for 3 months.
Really?
But then I got a $1,400 bill in the mail and told them to keep the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
but we were in search for the car at the casino, and it
we
wasn't one
searched-
long
we searched
search.
high and low, and then finally we realized,
That they
oh, that's
pounded it.
where, they impounded the
I was like,
car.
is your car missing? Did you not know where you parked? Did somebody steal it, or is it like impounded?
Can you do that in
okay.
Vegas? You can do that in Vegas?
We
They
could, we
probably
could,
can.
I would say I would leave it at the Wynn if we were gonna. I did that one time. It might get dusty, but I would leave it at a casino that's not super patrolled.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
do it for long periods of time,
Yeah.
but like
Have
if
someone
it's
check
more
on
than a
it.
day or two, like I don't think it's okay for like that, but like not over a week
But
or so. I would
car,
still.
So I don't know why I would ever want to
Yeah.
leave it somewhere.
If you have to take if you don't have nowhere to park your car,
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
and you're taking a
It's
a flight
survival
back home,
tips.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
She's even parked it in my apartment complex before. She's like, oh, by the way, I didn't say hi, but my car's at your house. I was like, what?
It's very hard taking care of a car when you live down the state. And then I let my girlfriend borrow it, Blake. Blake.
Doesn't sound like it was a good experience.
Well, I should have charged her $50 a week to borrow it because just for maintenance and insurance and gas, which she really didn't put into it.
So when it comes to loaning out your car in Vegas, just say no.
Just say $50 a week.
I don't know. I don't really like loaning my car out too well.
I
don't
don't
know.
loan my car.
No.
Yeah,
That's
smart
one
idea.
thing. One thing
Yeah.
I don't do. I just don't,
I don't like to lend things out in general. I'd rather just give people something. I'm like, you need something to wear? Fine, here, just you can have the dress because I don't want to have to worry about thinking that it's going to come back. So
Also, don't let people stay in your place for free.
yeah.
Because you will never get money.
I think I'm really
You're
bad.
paid up front.
I would not let my car out. I don't like people staying at my house because I like my space. I like
And
my
that's why you're
stuff.
successful.
Yeah. I feel like that. Now I feel like I'm a little bit mean, you know. But I need my space. I need to get up in the morning. And
I do
float
too.
Around and sort of. I have to collect myself. you
Yeah.
know, however it is, but it needs to be collected and then go on the day. So how do people reach you?
Oh, so the makeover is going to be at G Skin and Beauty, and that's in Henderson on Warm Springs, next to the Sunset Casino. And they could come in anytime at night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, make an appointment. I could do makeup, microdermabrasions, facials, back facials, everything possible. Hot
So you do
stone,
tweezings and
yeah, waxing. We're just not allowed to do Brazilians,
no Brazilian waxes.
just bikini.
That's bikini. Oh,
No, we could do a bikini, but we
Bikini.
can't
Can you do-
actually take the whole hoo-ha off.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
There was a little
Hands off the
lawsuit
hoo-ha.
issue.
All right. So do you do tanning there too? I know you and your boyfriend are both so tan today.
They could reach me through your Facebook, Lisa Marie Brandt, and they can make an appointment at my studios next to the Palms Casino, and it's mobile. So if they want someone to go to their house, I could
that's
charge
it. That's
$50,
wonderful.
maybe a discount if they mention they saw me on your show.
All right.
Mention Tiffani,
There you go.
Tiffani Neilson, and you're home
And you get
free.
a mobile spray tan for $50?
Yes.
That's a pretty good deal.
Cool. That's cool.
Yes, and you get the darkest, deepest, beachiest tan, and it's really good for your skin because tanning booths are bad for you.
So let's see. The extensions are bad for us. The tanning booths are bad for us, you know.
But spray tans are good.
Yeah, spray tans are good. So, okay, well, if you would like to be made over, then submit your photo to the Facebook page for Surviving Sin City, and we will have to narrow it down to who needs it the most. So,
So this was kind of like a little competition. This is
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, maybe you can help me judge. We'll
Well,
have
I
to
will
we'll have to
not
pick out
judge.
who needs
Yes.
the
I would like to
makeover
get-
the
I would
worst.
like- yeah, I was going to say, I'd
Or
like
the
to get
most.
somebody that really needs a makeover. Somebody that really we can, when they're out there, they can really change and they really, you know.
Maybe we should go on the street and grab somebody too, just to be a safe measures, you know?
Well, I'll let you do that.
All right, all right.
I'll
Well,
be arrested.
I think that's all we have for this week, but tune in next week. Oh, actually, we have one more special announcement here in a second, so stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a second with more Surviving Sin City. All right, and we're back with our last segment on Surviving Sin City. And Paul, you're back. You have an announcement you forgot.
I am back. I didn't get a chance to say to you. We're working on a program, or actually an event. We wanted to do something charitable this year, or at least a couple times this year. We're working with Shade Tree, and we're preparing, I think it's going to be about 8 ladies to go back out into the workforce. So we were talking about doing makeovers. We're going to be doing everything to these ladies to get them ready. We're donating about $1,500 in chemicals and services. We got Paul Mitchell to donate shampoos, conditioners, color for us. But what we wanted to do was give all of everybody watching, all of my customers a chance to help out. We wanted to try to match that donation.
I'll help you.
And we don't, we're not asking for anybody to give something big, but if everybody gave $10, $20, of all my customers and everybody you know and everybody you know and everybody you know gives $20, we could do something really special for Shade Tree. So that's what we're doing.
What Shade Tree is.
Shade Tree is the shelter for battered women and children.
Yeah.
It's where they go from their situation until they can get on their feet
So
to
you
go
want to
somewhere
get
else.
them back on their feet.
So
Put
we're-
them together. That's
we're
awesome.
putting
so you
them-
can help them with makeup and everything.
Yes, I could donate
You can
services.
help them with
So
with
we're going to be
whatever.
doing that. They're actually going to be bringing those ladies to us instead of us going to Shade Tree. So they're going to be shuttling them to our salon. We're going to bring them in the private room and treat them just like they're a 5-star customer.
And do you know when this is going to be at?
In 2 weeks, they're going to start scheduling with us. We've gone through all of our orientation and everything that we had to for Shade Tree and jumped through all those hoops.
All the hoops.
So
now
if someone
we're ready
wants
to
to
go.
donate, where would they
And
donate
they can
to?
come right down to the salon and donate. We'll give you
Where's that again, the salon?
The salon is 1000 North Green Valley Parkway. It's Euphoria Salon. Again, you can also check us out on Facebook, Las Vegas Hair Lab on Facebook too.
Las
so
Vegas Hair
you
Lab,
can get
okay.
connected to us however you. There's many ways. But yeah, anytime in the next couple of weeks, if you want to stop down and drop something off, we sure would appreciate
Okay,
it.
we'll do that. So
And does it have to be money, or can they donate anything if they have clothes or something, or is that a different department?
That would probably. We're trying to give a cash donation only because there's a whole boutique that handles the clothing part. A lot of these ladies pretty much lose everything. Clothes is one of the things that seems to be easy to get them. It's all the other stuff that we take for granted that they don't get. You know, toiletries, personal items, things that
like a simple toothbrush and toothpaste.
yeah, things that for
simple. It's
us
funny.
having $20 to go buy is easy, and them having it isn't. So we want to be able to give that to them.
I'll have to throw in some books too.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we'll see you next week on Surviving Sin City, but this week's a wrap. So until then, we'll see you next week at 7.
Absolutely.
Survive it.